Today, y'all, I'm coming at you with another pop-off method using these half cover tips this time. Last video I showed you how to use your full cover tips, but this method is using these tiny little full cover tips and then gluing on the half cover tips. So it's really like practicing on your actual client. If you don't have these little full coverage, sporty length tips, you can always cut down your longer full coverage tips to do this method. I like to pre-buff my full coverage tips before I put on the sticky tabs. I feel like that just gives it a better grip and it survives longer through the filing process. But again, when you use the sticky tabs, it will not damage your natural nails. It's not going to mess up my manicure. So as you can see, the full coverage tip covers my entire nail bed, and that's going to protect me here. And I'm just going to buff the surface of the full coverage tip, cleanse it with a little alcohol, and then grab my half well tip, put a little of my favorite IBD glue here, nail glue on the little like well area. I went ahead and pre-buffed the inside of my half coverage tips, and then since this is already buffed, you can now just take your tip like you would do on your client or on yourself and glue that bad boy in place. Hold for a few seconds, 10 seconds or whatever your glue says. Make sure you get those sidewalls down and you're good to go. This tip is on here and you can now practice doing acrylic or gel or whatever system you use. You can even buff that little ridge there and file and shape the nail to your liking. So I'm just going to go speedy through this process of doing all my other nails. We're just going to put on all the sticky tabs and then place that full coverage short tip on each nail. You don't have to buff your manicure at all. If you're doing this on your bare nails, you don't have to buff your nails. Just give them a quick cleanse, I would say, with just some alcohol, and that way the little sticky tab is sticking really well to your nail plate. And now you're just going to buff the surface of each nail plate, cleanse it with a little alcohol, and then take your glue and glue on these little tips here. It's super easy and I love this method. I love it because I get to practice gluing on my tips. You can even do this to a friend, if you're practicing nails or whatever, you can practice on your sister or whoever. But this is the final result. Now everything is on there really well. These sticky tabs work so good. They last through the filing process, through application process. And then when you want to take them off, just get them wet. If you want them to pop off real fast, they'll pop off super fast if you get them wet. But let me know if you try this, and thanks for watching, y'all. Bye-bye.